Number 76, Saul's conversion based on Acts 9, 1 through 31. There once lived a man named Saul who was a young, up-and-coming Pharisee from Tarsus. He wore fancy clothes and thought he was very important.
Impressive.
Saul went to special schools and knew lots about God, but he didn't believe Jesus was God's son. Saul was very mean to people who loved Jesus. He would go to their houses and arrest them just because they followed Jesus. This made many Christians sad and scared. Some of Jesus' disciples had to run away and hide in other cities to survive. Others, like Stephen, who stayed where they were to serve Jesus, were killed by men under Saul's command.
Oh no.
One day, Saul was feeling extra angry about Jesus' followers. He went to some important leaders and asked for special letters. These letters would let him go to the city of Damascus to find more of Jesus' disciples and bring them back as prisoners.
I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not kidding.
He packed his bags and started walking on the long, dusty road with his crew. The sun was high in the sky and Saul was getting close to Damascus. Suddenly, a light brighter than the sun flashed from heaven. The light was so bright and surprising that Saul fell right off his feet and onto the ground. Then, Saul heard a mighty voice from heaven speaking to him. "Saul, Saul," the voice said, "why are you hurting me by being mean to my followers?" Saul was shaking. He couldn't believe what was happening. Who are you, Lord?" he asked in a trembling voice. "I am Jesus," the voice said, "the very one you're trying to stop." Saul's friends were standing there too. They could hear the voice, but they couldn't see anyone.
Creepy.
They were so surprised they couldn't even speak. When Saul tried to open his eyes, he couldn't see anything at all. Everything was dark. His friends had to hold his hands and lead him into Damascus. For 3 whole days, Saul sat in the dark. He was so sorry for what he had done that he didn't even want to eat or drink. He just prayed and thought about Jesus. In Damascus, there was a kind man named Ananias who loved Jesus very much. Jesus appeared to Ananias in a dream and told him, "Go find Saul, he needs your help." At first, Ananias was scared because he knew Saul had been mean to Jesus' disciples.
Excuse me?
But Jesus told him, "Don't be afraid, I have chosen Saul to be my special helper." So Ananias was brave and went to find Saul. He put his hands on Saul's shoulders and said, "Brother Saul, Jesus sent me to help you see again and to be filled with God's Holy Spirit." Right then, scaly pieces fell from Saul's eyes, and he could see again.
Yay!
But the most important change happened with Saul's soul. Instead of being angry at Christians, Saul's heart was filled with love for Jesus. Saul was so excited that he got baptized right away to show everyone he was now Jesus' apostle. From that day on, Saul, who later got a new name, Paul,
Nice name.
became one of Jesus' most trusted helpers. Instead of putting Jesus' friends in jail, he traveled all over the world telling everyone about how Jesus changed his heart. He wrote letters to churches, started new churches, and helped many people learn about Jesus' love.